All right, all right. Welcome, welcome in, and congratulations, um, Igneris? Is that how you pronounce that, or is it? I hope I did not butcher that. But congratulations for getting first. And welcome in. I have noticed it's. Oh, all right. So I guess we'll go ahead and jump right into Final Fantasy. Um, I have the um yeah, let's jump right on in. We gotta get back over to home. I was doing a little couple back of the back of the I was working on cleaning some things out and stuff and doing some things. To is where's the entrance into Moghelm? I'm always confused by that. um, Spent a good chunk of last week when I was playing this game just getting lost, and not being able to find where I was going. Um, Gotta go talk to Moglin over here. Oh no, not Moglin. Moghan. Over by Moglin, but we're talking to Moghan. I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphado is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Mount guide. Add him to favorites. Best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Alphino, Ellie, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely words. Words are always the bane of my existence. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seetsier. We too must be on our way. Helsvager. Oh, wait. I am not saying that right. Maybe I am. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Warrior of Light. Hey. Pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoic facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Yeah, he got some anger in there, and a lot of it's from the eye. He's got an angry nidhogg in his head. If I had somebody else's anger in my head, I'd be a very angry person too. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. Oh, we need to... Oh, it's over here. Mogsy. Hello, Mogsy. Yep, we're gonna need this one as well. You aren't thinking of heading towards Asa, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Archelosaurs stalk the road looking for an easy meal. If only someone could drive them away, Kupo. Oh, you seem like the type for dragon hunting. Why don't you slay 3 of the Archelosaurs and open the road back up for Moogle traffic? Once the deed is done, let Mogmount and Asa know. Okay. We'll work on those as we progress the story. Do we have any currently else? Nope. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Helsvager's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for Asa. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Don't worry, we're gonna remove them. Got to jump on the road to Zenith. Bathing bully. We should go do the bathing bully really fast. Okay. Then I can come back round. Also need to check, I guess, on their currents. We have one of the ones there, none of the quests. Like 2 quests. How close are northwest? Okay. To get up. Excuse me, I don't want to be poisoned by you. It's a bad idea. Okay. I'm gonna bring this back. Bring the bird back. Put him on healing duty. Bring this guy out. this is a heck of a lot easier to... Oh, okay, I see what that does now. Becomes a lot easier to use when... I'm not particular looking to... But, you know, it's fine, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Not looking, I guess. Ah. My husband just brought me food. I mean, I could do this. Probably. And it would knock those out for me. I don't mind doing the fate, I guess. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna make it, but at least I can kill the ones that I need to kill. It ends up working out. Vicious dinosaur, roar! Oh, hello. What it wants, that's what it will get. Okay. I don't necessarily need to stay in that. Is the other... There's one. Oh. The other one's as we need to go. Okay, so we probably should at least go get the one. Okay. We'll go back to the Mog home then. Doing a little bit of backtracking. Excuse me. I'm moving. Okay. So it's inside, I believe. Oh. Margaret. Many thanks, brave adventure. Finally, I can join a bath without the smell of raw dragonfish assaulting my senses. Say, a dip in the waters might serve to freshen you up as well, Kupo. Well, are you telling me I stink? Excuse me. Excuse me. I just took a shower. I don't need to be told that I'm stanky. No! Okay, hold on. I am sad. I just dropped a morsel of meat, of steak on the floor. No! Oh god, no. Okay. Ah! Okay. It is picked up. Not safe, I won't eat it anymore, but at least it's not on the floor. Woo! Where I'll forget about it and one of the pets will get it. And it's seasoned, so we don't really want them to get it. Oh, cool. Yeah, failure, of course. Of course. But it still gave me some, stuff, I guess. Which, I wasn't, like, doing it for the stuff. Be a little more intentional with grabbing the meat. My hubby makes good meat. Good steak. Makes good steak. No, both of you. I don't want to. Ow! Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. That's okay. It'll do what it needs to do. Ah, yes, we have to go this way. Discovering a new location. It was fun to discover new locations. Oh. Okay. that can be. Not. I think this mount is like the perfect size for a Lullafell. It looks so tiny on my Makote, but it's like the perfect size. It's like the perfect size for a Lullafell. Not a bite I want to eat right now. That one. You know what? We'll put that one. Okay, let's keep going. Nope. Not gonna fight you. Not this time. No more you shall I fight right now. Oh my goodness, there's more than one. There's more than one. There's more than one. Now there is only just one. I don't want that one. I want something that, you know. Of buds. For the buds. Or the dragons. I don't know. Which one? Summoning stone, which we're gonna chat with. Okay. We'll chat with this guy, Mogmunt. Ooh. Once I have nothing in my mouth. Oh, there's an ether current right there. Is that someone from below? How did you get past the Archosaurs investing the road? What? Mogsy asked you to slay them for him? It's just like him to depend on the kindness of strangers. We've barely been able to venture outside of Asa for fear of being attacked. Now thanks to you, the roads are just a little safer, Kupo. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's a ether current. I'm gonna double check. Northeast. Okay. Yep. The hobby makes such great steak. Where? Here we are. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragons so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Justinian. We need to say more. Justinian has the eye, so I mean, yeah, I don't think I like the look of any of those. Nor do I really need any of those, because not the class I'm playing. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Hellsvargar inevitably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. There isn't any there. Was there? Nope. More. The blue quest will pop, or purple. Are they purple or are they blue? I don't know. Can somebody enlighten me? Because they look both purple and blue to my eyes. Does it even really matter? You know? This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Korthus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphino, whose mind needs clearing. Thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if those rooms were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. Alright, I guess I gotta go keep an eye on Alphino. I mean, that's a pretty common thing. I'm usually keeping an eye on the kid. Anyway. Excuse me. I do not want to fight you. Why can't I jump down from here? Too close to the edge there. Am I stuck? I might have gotten myself stuck. There we go. Well, I'm good at getting myself stuck though, so that seems pretty normal for me. There it is. There's one. There's one danger here. Go. Okay. And now we go to the other location. Whoa! Wow! There it is. No, Skylord, I don't want to fight you. If I can help it. Okay. No! I've said no to fighting. Okay, let's see. I see. I was right to worry about the young boy's safety. Once Alphino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looked like stew ingredients, ready for the fire. Has he gotten better at wood collecting? We shall see. Few things compare to a simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling fire of one's own making. Ah, so speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came from kindling. If it came with kindling and flint. Oh boy. Miss Yu instructed me so patiently. Then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Yazael with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest students ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of Scions. That was like the best bite of the steak so far. Ooh! Excuse me. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Helsvager that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would have never vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things, I cannot deny. But I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetrating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance and knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now at a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragonsong War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. Oh, he's grown so much, Justinian. Baby, you're doing such a good job of growing. In my hand resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding the power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Justinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your conviction, Lady Iceheart. Convince Helvsvegr of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. They're all growing so much. They're growing up so much. So proud of them. Well, wind's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Our little Moogle friend is already well asleep. Little Moogle friend. Moogle friend. They all... Nope. That one. That actually makes sense, but it's gonna be this one. We'll try to do that one. We're gonna look a little awkward for a while again. Not as awkward as I was expecting. Excuse me. Unable to apply glamour. I'm a little awkward, but not nearly as awkward as last time. So we'll be good. The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Helvsvegr back to his skies above Zenith. I am sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with the toot of that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if that's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Thanks for all the faith, Moghen. But, go protect you and yours. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Whee. Oh, it is faster. Nice. Northwest, huh? We are heading northwest, so we'll eventually hit a pond. Here, come on. I always forget how, like, they're just kind of, like, not hard to find. You could just, like, do the story and it eventually will find them. Okay. You need to tune. And then Yums West. Yeah, for the most part, they're all like in story. But yeah, we'll probably just find it on our way up. Actually, let's do a different. I don't want to do. No, it wants me to have that one, but I don't want that one. Not that I don't like those mounts, it's just I want one of the cats or the dog. If they just feel a little faster to me. All of them. We're just gonna cycle through quite a few, it seems. No! Okay, if this doesn't give me the one I want, we're just gonna go in and go get the one I want. So. Sure, we'll do the cat. We will do the cat. Kitty kitty cat 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 cat. Should be roughly right around here. Is it further up, maybe? I think so. Further up we go. Is it all the way up? It probably is. They like tell you the direction, but they don't tell you like up or down or whatever. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Time is it? Okay, we got all the way to the. We'll get it eventually. Let's see. These are currents, so we do have one more to find on foot. And we've got 3 more with quests, so we have a whole map still, so we're good. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? That is a nice looking dragon. That's really cool looking. I really like the dragon designs in this game. I really do. They've got some really great design. Thou speakest the name of a creature that you but awaited to release to oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth.
To be fair, Alphino looks like, because he's an Ellison, of the Ellison race, he looks like he could be of, the Holy See as well. And we've got, you know, Estinian. So, I can understand his hesitation.
The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Oh, Yazel, Yazel. Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee words like that are hard. I grew up in religion, and those words are still hard for me. Omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. I think he's wrong here. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Oh, so the dragons also... They brought about a primal? Oh. I didn't remember this. Such gods are not summoned, but created, phantom spun from the threads of misplaced faith. True.
Then the spirit that answered me
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. It was
Be
fire.
that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far.
It was fire. You're bound to get burned. I still like playing with fire, though. Fire is great.
We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thine kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldest speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. He himself was not part of Ishgard, but I understand Heavensward is coming from. 1,200 years ago, my beloved Shiva sacrificed, served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. 2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elysian learned much about us. Not least, the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. It was out of a selfish desire to possess the strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his leal knights, the most noble of Elysian lured my brood sister, Retatosker, into an ambush and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elysian allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained the strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, angry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears. With now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him falling from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song. 'Tis a song my kind shall never forget. Even should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou chosen to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin to the end of days. That which thou imagined a war of that which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment, those who abandon their own and side with dragon kind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Retatoski's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then the seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army of newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment.
Yep.
But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end, like thee, Dragoon. Okay, it looks like we are going to have ads, though, so I am going to go ahead and pause it here and go ahead and go on. Be right back. That way no one misses any story for those stinky ads. All right. I am back. Yeah. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 70, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for it. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, thy deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Tusker's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? 'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Dragons are really cool looking. I mean, we had to try. We had to try, you know. Helsveger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words, so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. So these all look like, they just look like pants. We're gonna do those though. Oh, we can do more class quests. Okay, we'll probably do that here soon. That back this way.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
Ooh.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr.
Graceful.
But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, And for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
He's not wrong there. We have bested quite a few primals. But a big dragon is not a primal.
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
We'll come back to that moment. If I remember to come back to this moment.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Ooh. Urizel. I would have loved to see this area in its glory days. What a sight this would have been to behold. Like, there's several locations in this game that I'm like, they just kind of, you see them in a state of ruin, and they never change. And part of me wishes that in some way, some of these places I can see, like, what were they like when they were inhabited, you know? It's just an interesting thought. You disappear. Sure. Intriguing for sure. gotta go back through there. It's a fascinating direction to be going. But okay, that works. That works out, I guess. But yeah, this place would have been really cool back in its heyday, and I would have loved to see that. That's what I like about Final Fantasy games, is they do have the like lore for these ruined places, so the world does feel like lived in, and places and people have perished and moved on or what have you. It's just really cool. I don't know. I don't know. How close are we to North? Just get a text or something. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Okay. That was weird. That was weird. I felt a vibration from the phone. It's not a text, which tells me it's probably just another different notification that I don't need to worry about. Why does my knee hurt? So my sister, she bought me this new cup. And normally I don't go for cups like this because I like mine like with pretty designs and stuff. Though I haven't bought one in a while, mainly because I don't have the space, and also I don't like the place I used to buy them from anymore. But, and granted, my sister doesn't usually buy these direct. These are more like at like a Ross or a TJ or something. She found me a Stanley. So I now have a Stanley. And it fits more liquid than my previous cups. It's got a handle, which mine usually didn't. And it fits more liquid than my usual cups. But it is heavy. But it's in this pretty coral color. I'm not a Stanley girly, but I'm not gonna sneeze at a gift. And it'll get used. So, in fact, I'm using it today. Because I had to work longer hours because my niece, poor thing, she had strep over last weekend, and then that went right into the flu B to be specific, so one that's usually going to be more geared towards kids anyway. Yeah, so she was homesick from school for most of this week. Oh, it's right there. which meant that I was not able to make a whole heck of a lot of content the way I was hoping to, and be home to be able to make said content. But that's okay. Life happens, and honestly, hey, I was able to watch my VODs, and I was able to do some art, and I've actually got something kind of exciting, for me anyway, but it's definitely going to take some push my skills to the limits. So I've started using Clip Studio Paint instead of Procreate. Granted, I don't think I'm ever gonna not use Procreate. But hello. I've always been kind of curious, and from my understanding is Clip Studio is more of a professional tool versus Procreate. Not that you can't use Procreate as a professional tool, but Procreate is intended more for like beginners to intermediate, versus Clip Studio is more for intermediate to pro, from my understanding. So there is another one over there. So I thought I'd give it a try, and I'm working on some new just starting Be Right Back screens. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be currently not super testing outside of learning the program, but there's gonna be some testing boundaries on these, and I'm kind of excited for them. So cool. Whatever could be taking her so long, Kupo? My replacement should have been here already, but I don't see her anywhere. I'm so hungry. I wager she went home on account of those troublesome Tulahans that they're flopping about. If you slay 4 of them, that should secure a safe path. Giving my replacement no excuse. Please, my stomach begs you, Kupo. Okay. I can go fight those. That's easy enough. That's easy enough. Easy enough. Easy enough. Those were easy enough to just take on right then and there. Chat with this little Moogle. Thank you. Now that the Tulahans are out of the way, it's only a matter of time. Excuse me. You were not supposed to come for me. So we're moving an extra one. Thank you. Now that Tulahans are out of the way, it's only a matter of time before my replacement gets here. I'm about to pass out from hunger. So I think I'll go ahead. What could go wrong, Kupo? We'll deal with that later. We got 2 more quests. It's fine. It's fine.
Is that it?
Well, that looks like it to me. I don't know what is it?
Aye, that would be the Airy.
Oh, yeah, Nidhogg's.
I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Distractions always like to happen sometimes. Doing something. Okay, what do I need to grab? Try those on. Oh, those are little pans. Okay. We're gonna need those. There. Upgrade of gear. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and remove. I want to unequip this. Okay. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defense might conceivably grant us access to the Airy. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult the engineer friend of yours. Very well. Once the condition that you swear not to lure... Very well. On the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by Link Pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back to St. Renet's Forum. From what I've gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. Ishgard we go. Back to Ishgard. Ishgard. Okay, that's another class quest. We're not doing those. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Skysteel manufactory. Let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. Question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing that he will be able to grant us an audience in such short notice. Ah, I have it! How Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emmelane's is about. You could theoretically get make my gear look better now. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, oh girl? Well, I trust? In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more than often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship in the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It seems the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come. We must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Okay. Right, kiddo. Thanks for the information. Wouldn't Taru have also had that information? You could have asked her. This one is, like there's Dark Knight, there's also Astrologian. Bet you that's one of each of those. Sid! Biggs and Wedge too! Ellie, Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare so well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Devorians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there has to be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Istinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mists, but we do not know how much longer. Ah. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time to give the new toy of yours a proper field test. Their time to shine! It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Well, let's go. Eggs, what's up? Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're going to like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
So cute.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off, if you'll forgive the pun.
Oh, and Tataru!
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Ulda. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Oh no. Hope everybody's okay. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. General Ruban says that they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, as he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come. Pressing through Ishgar's plight may be. Our presence here will not serve to hasten the mana cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalin and lend what aid we may. Taru, have our friends at the congregation sent a message to Astidian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, that it'll take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphino. The Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ulda has deliverance from this darkness. Okay. Oh, it's the Waking Sands. Okay, hold on. This one. We'll use the Vesper Bay ether ticket. Cause it's cheaper than trying to, do anything else with it. Got so many of these. To clean some of these up here at some point. Open up. Kitty! Ruban! Looking much better than he did last time.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higirian administrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
That's what we've come here for.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Nope. It's cannot be.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Mary. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, warrior of light? Will you lend me yours?
Yeah, I can be your arm. I'll lend you an arm.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
So I think I'm going to keep mine attached to me. I'll lend it to you, but it stays attached. Our target is Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage, I am told. Two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel is still in hiding there. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's just a... Bird, flap, flip, flip. We are flying. Mariel, aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Cool. Nope, that's not a chocobo keep. So, I should be able to... I even... Oh, I should probably go chat with the Chocobo Keep here. Okay. Pooh. What brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of our entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Mariel, you say. I was hoping to lure her back to Uldai. You may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. No, not particularly. Don't know. I do know of any returning residents. Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. The house closest to the market. Now we chat with Mariel.
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Uh-huh.
General Alden.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We cornered the little kitty cat.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Oh boy. This little,
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
like, Lorena.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
Not really. He lost an arm. God.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruited sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Brave's initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
Lordy.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
I don't trust
we
you.
will. Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial?
Oh boy.
Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
He's not wrong.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
I don't like Lolorito. But
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
okay then. Okay. By the 12th, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would give us the means to rouse the Sultana. Cat. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Alright. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Chamber of Rule is the Chamber of Cool. Okay. Such a goofball sometimes, that's for sure. Goofy me. Now we gotta find all of our friends. Still haven't heard from any of them. The Scion friends. She's sleeping peacefully, like unto death. I often see her without her headpiece. Okay. We're good enough. Okay. Stopping point. Pausing. Breaking. Okay. Be right back. Okay. We are back. Sorry, I didn't realize ads were there, otherwise I would have paused sooner. But we are good. I'm gonna jump right back in. Tweaking of the Nanamo.
I was having the longest dream.
You've been to sleep for several days, it makes sense.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Yay.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Garleans? Garleans? Okay.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
Oh no.
My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
Man. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
Weren't you already doing that, sir?
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Saw that coming.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
Probably. Most definitely.
Ah, My all-conquering crystal braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Gotta take baby steps, sir.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
You've done so much growing, Alphino. So much growing. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath my pall of despair. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this is a really good time to go ahead and end the stream for the night. We have hit a point in the story that's a really good breaking is pausing moment. All of that fun stuff. So I think it is a great time to go ahead and end it for the night. And I will be streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. MDT. I'm not sure how to convert that into other times. It should be correct on the thing. I don't plan on streaming long tomorrow, just because I have other things, unfortunately, real life stuff. So I don't plan on streaming super long tomorrow. Just an hour or two. So, but I will be streaming tomorrow, and I shall see you guys all later. Have a wonderful rest of your night, day, time zone, wherever you are, and I shall see you later. Is there? There he is. Bye.